Shiro Tsume desu. And we're back here with the factory. And as you can see, everything has finally stopped moving. Which means we have materials to collect. And upgrades to do. So first thing on our agenda is we're going to run over here to one of our new boxes. If I can get there. Here we are. These things. Now we need 500 of these, so I measured out how many there would be in total. And I don't really want a ton of these because we are going to move this. So in order to save on resources, we're just going to go give, and I'm going to put those 6 back in there. Perfect. Perfectly measured. So we'll just take those, and then over here somewhere, where am I making the other ones? Around here somewhere. I have the other 50 of the other thing we need. There we are. 50. So those items done. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to send the space elevator to space. Because that unlocks all of our new targets. So we have things to work towards while we upgrade the whole base. So, bop, 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 bop. Okay, and send. Off it goes. Okay. Well, that's that done. This now wants a lot more of those and 2 items I don't know how to make. But that's okay. I know we have this blocked up as well. Because I had some excess before. All of these wonderful lines. As you can see, I got a little creative with how I was getting things over here to supply these. It was getting a little difficult to get them here, so I just had to get a little creative with how I got them. We got some motors being made. This is going to eat a bunch of our steel, which is unfortunate, because we do kind of need that. But I don't think it's eating the steel faster than we're making it, so it should be fine for the time being. We just kind of let that run while we take stock of what we need to do. Oh, we did finish phase 2, so we can go see what researches are available in the hub. Just bounce on over here. So what do we got? We've got oil processing. That's going to be pretty good, because that's better power. Refines oil. Oil extractor. Look at us, plastics and rubbers. Okay, industrial manufacturing. That gives us our 2 items that we don't have. Along with big trucks and a oh god, that's big. Cool, 3 or 4 items crafted together. Okay. Alternate fluid transport. Lets us put stuff in solid containers as opposed to piping them everywhere. Packaged liquid biofuel. Interesting. That requires a packager, but in theory that could be a lot easier to work with. Packaging and unpackaging fluids. Oh, that could be really useful. We could really set up a fluid, a water collection area that goes to filling packagers that then send it out to the actual coal and the coal power plants and send it up from there. Then again, we might just go to oil power because that might actually be easier. Fuel generator. Yeah. this might just be better. Interesting. Conveyor 4s. There's the cadmium ore. We can finally scan for it. We kind of just ran into it exploring the other day. Jetpacks. Yes, please. Monorail. Oh, here we go. We're getting trains. Now we're talking. This is where the fun comes in. This is the tier where trains exist. And better pipelines. Ooh, what's the capacity of a Mark II? 600. Ooh, that's actually really good. That would help condense a lot of our problems. That requires a lot of plastic, though. Alright, that's gonna involve a lot of items we currently do not have. Actually, we have this. We could make this happen right now. That's oil. But, not right this second. Because first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna need a personal storage box. That can go there for now. So we're gonna take all this, and we're gonna temporarily put all of this garbage in here. Beautiful. Okay, that can go there for now. Because we are actually going to move shop. That is the first thing on the agenda today. Now that the space elevator has done its thing. I hope I have enough materials to move all this. So, give me the MAM. Equipment workbench. This can honestly stay for now. We don't need it where we're going just yet. The store's coming with me, though. No reason to not take the store with. Okay, and then we're gonna grab the space elevator. Wow, it takes a while to deconstruct. But it's gone. This thing was massive. You don't realize just how big it is until you see all the empty space it leaves. And then we're gonna pick up a whole lot more plates. And a whole lot of concrete to take with us. And we're gonna head over to the new area. See, I've had to get a little creative here. Alright, that should be good. We're going to come back here in just a bit and do some more work on this. We're going to let this run in the meantime. We have a bunch of items we just demanded from it. Some of which are going to need replaced from the fancier stuff, which takes a while. So I would like that to buffer itself back up before we try to consume it all. Yeah, needs me to put the hub back down. That's fine, we're going. Hardest part's gonna be finding my way back over here. Because we have not run any power cables or anything just yet. I'm going to try to hold off on that if I can. I really kind of wanted to run a train. Several trains, really. I'm thinking like a dual train line through this area over to the new base. So they can go in... You know, once they pull in, they can change to the other rail for departure. So that another train can come in a little more quickly. Because that's honestly going to be the biggest limitation of going to trains, is the speed at which they can move in with items. But if we make it so that after they've unloaded at each location, they swap to a different line for moving on, should make it a whole lot easier to get everything crammed in. That's definitely covered by the hostile bugs. That's got hostile bugs. Trying to find a way through without running into too many of these exploding bug dudes. Mostly because we still haven't made, like, weapons other than the thwack and stick. Like, we have a rebar shooter, but doesn't really do anything. Because we haven't made ammo yet. Around one of these corners, we'll see where we're going. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Over here is where we're going. Not much to look at just yet, because it's all flat. But we're going to fix that with our buildings. Oh hey, the water works now. And not at this layer. The water sort of works. And sometimes it doesn't. It's a little glitchy. Okay. So we know along this axis, the bridge over is the centerpiece. It's fine. Come on, let me out of the water. There we go. Alright, so we know this is the center along this axis, but I don't know how far back center is along the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. Jesus, this is much bigger than I thought it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy crap. Alright. This is 116. Which means we do need to add a layer in the front to make it an odd number. So half of that, it would be 117. 116, that'd be 58. So now we need to go count 58 from just outside the front section. And that will be our centerpiece for the base. Oh God. I don't think I built far enough back to hit 50s. So we're gonna have to build out a platform for the space elevator. It's fine, that's why I brought all the steel plates and concrete. Okay, so we know what we're gonna have to do is we need these. We're gonna bind this temporarily to 0. Just to remind myself that I need to fill that in later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this would be the centerpiece. This is the block in the dead center. I don't quite know how big the space elevator actually is footprint-wise. But I do know it's kind of large, so we're going to make it a nice big platform. Probably overkill, but it's fine. Something about this game I kind of just have to get used to is the fact that overdoing things is not always a bad thing. Right here. This is where we want it to be. Trying to aim this thing. Okay, let's see how that looks. Leaves one on the side. One on this side. How many on the back? And catch. There we go. Okay, so we're back. Now, the real question, is it centered? Honestly, don't think it is. This thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish deep. Or how wide? 3, 7. It's kind of a 7 by 7, really. See if we can center this a little better. Okay, this is now a 7 by 7 area that we've set up, so that should make this a little easier to plan around. Come here. Alright, hold on. Wait, this is not wide enough. Somehow. That's better. Okay. God, it's so hard to see where the edges are. I wish I could leave it there. It doesn't seem to work. Huh. I was trying to do something, but it doesn't seem to want to do what I want. I just can't see what I want to do here. Alright, that one's the edge. one in from edge. Right there? Would that be perfectly centered? Oh, this is so hard to judge. I think this is perfect. I think this is perfectly centered now. The center of our base area is now the space elevator, as intended. Now, how we're gonna build the rest of it, I'm not quite sure, but it's here. Now for the hub. Now we know the ladder side is away from the spaceship. Honestly, this should be like up on the roof or something. I guess we can move it later. We're not putting a roof in for a while. And we can always, yeah, move it later. The space elevator is not moving anymore. That is done. That is 100% where it's going. We are not moving that anymore. We have no reason to. That is off-center. Yeah, we don't care about these. We don't need them to actually make any power. Just shutting up the exclamation points. There we go. Fully upgraded and moved. Hub and space elevator, where they're supposed to be. Well, the hub's in the general area. We'll deal with that later. Now I need a ma'am and a construction thing. Equipment workbench. On either side. Beautiful. Kind of our workspace. This will all go somewhere else eventually. Where it is not permanent. And we need an awesome shop somewhere nearby. Can I stick this on top? I would love to stick this on top. Nah, well, let me stack it. That's unfortunate. That'll do for now. It's there. That's the important thing. It's somewhere in the area. That's honestly the most important part about it. That it's here. Okay, so that's all of the things we picked up to move. Moved. We have a ton of water out here we could use for our power. The problem with the water out here is it's nowhere near our coal. So we would have to pick it all up. But I don't think that's totally unreasonable, all things considered. Let's go add the front piece to our base here before I forget to do so. We do have to come out, and I'll spend some time finishing this whole floor at some point, just so it's all done. And then one of these days, we'll take the time to start working on actually building the base. But we have upgrades to do, enhancements to be had in order to move us along. Because our current base, well, just isn't efficient enough. It's, honestly kind of bad at certain things when it comes to construction. And I'd like to fix that. Yeah, a little bit of clipping out the front here. That's okay, because this is honestly going to stay outside, I think, is the final design. Like, some of this area is just going to be exposed to the outside. Kind of like a front entryway kind of thing. Like, you cross the bridge, and it's just this little area is outside all across for the factory. It's not really even a factory, it's a storage facility and research lab. I fell in the water because I'm dumb. I love watching all the stuff fly out for the fast build when you build a whole lot of stuff simultaneously. There we go. Yeah, that kind of gives us like our anchor points as well. We can turn a large portion of this water into packaged water, which we can use for various things around the base. Around our mega planet-spanning factory. I'm gonna make this 3 wide, just so it's a little easier to stay on it. And there we go. There's our gigantic space elevator. Out in a isolated area. So it's a whole lot easier to find stuff out here. Like I said, this will be transit hubs and storage more than anything else. I still don't know how many storage boxes we're actually going to need, but I also didn't bring a whole lot of stuff for that. So it's fine. There we go. Now it's 3 wide everywhere we have to walk. For safety, less likely to fall in the water, because I don't really have a way back out of it right now. I don't have jetpacks or anything yet. Yeah, and there is all of our stuff in better positioning. So we've got a bunch of stuff collected and done. I have to wonder how they expected me to get if the cadmium tracking is in here somewhere. Or was it? Yeah. This is what's used for the fancy wires. The quick wire. But you can't scan for it until you've gotten to tier 6. Which require... Like, okay, that's poorly thought out. But it's fine. We stumbled upon it. So it's all right. We can make do. We are going to queue up one of the milestones. For oil processing, just so I know what it needs for later. And, I guess let's head back. Because we have a lot of upgrades to do. Probably get rid of all this steel and concrete, honestly. That might be a good idea to try to get rid of a whole lot of it. Well, I guess we could always... Well, I hate to awesome sink it. Here, better plan. Because we will need it out here eventually, and awesome sinking is just a waste. We will need it, but I don't need it right now. Much better. We'll keep the overclocking thing. I need to put that in the other box. Rest of that stuff we might actually use for construction, so I'll keep it. And off we go. God, I can't wait to have some mass transit. But now, the only reason we have to come out here is for, research purposes. Which is fine, because we can stockpile most of the stuff and bring it with us. And eventually, we will have the research we need for trains anyways, because that is kind of our next goal, is to work on the regular train, or the regular research, not the phased research. Because we're going to need oil and all of those things set up prior to that anyways, because we're going to need plastic. There's oil here, actually, a pure oil, too. Nice. Try to find a place where I can hide the, processing of that. Because I would prefer not to look at it when I'm looking out from my, storage location / home base. Alright, let's get back to the main network and start looking at actually upgrading us. It's not on as much of a slope as I thought I was. Okay, neither was I there. There we go. At least finding the research base is a lot easier now. Because it's got the, you know, the space elevator icon on it. Hopefully I get a better map upgrade that gives me more waypoints at some point. Because right now it's really annoying to find stuff when you're running around. You just kind of have to remember where everything is relative to each other. Because there's no way to drop waypoints. Luckily, I know where I'm going for this section, so it's not a big deal. What's this? Pure coal. Interesting. It's a chunk of it, though, not a node. So, not super useful to me. Just bounce on home. Pure quartz, interesting. We're gonna eventually block out the sun in a lot of areas with all of our base building. Just because we need nice flat areas to work with. Should probably fix some of these at some point too. They're all mishmash of layers and different heights and whatnot. Like these are taller than those and not really consistent. Oh, looks like everything stopped moving. Well, everything but the concrete. But that's because we're not making it fast enough. Not really any other reasoning behind that. It's just, we literally don't make concrete fast enough. Because we're not pulling in enough rocks. But that's what we're about to work on. So, yeah. We'll take a quick drink here, and then we'll look into enhancing our stuff. Alright. So, we do have the better storage, but that's not really a problem right now. Those are mostly going to go into the storage facility. These do the job just fine out here. What we do, however, need is the Mark II miners. Now, these take an extra miner, but on a normal node, will produce 120. So that'll upgrade this 60 to a 120 mine. Which means these belts need to be upgraded to 120 belts, and this will need to be a 240 belt. That will then feed these machines, because we're going to have another mine over there that's doing the same thing. So this will need upgraded. These will then be enhanced to run at... so 240 will go in... 240 divide 45. It will optimally support 5 processing units. Oh no, I have these turned down, that's right. I forgot I toned them down to better balance to this. How can I split this well? So we got 240, split in half. Then I can split that into another splitter for 3 each. So that gives me 6. So it'd be 120. It's still 40. So I could double my processing units running at the current run speed. Which would give me 13.3. Just shy, around about 80 per minute. Okay, so we can keep the cheap belts here. That's fine, but we do need to upgrade the rest of this. We also probably need to move it, because it's not going to fit in this space all of a sudden. And not with the way I have everything rigged up anyways, with the wraparound concrete send out. Oh, this is not going to go well. I'm gonna have to redesign so many things to expand. Although, I don't know why we're looking at this. We should be looking at steel upgrades, because that's going to be our biggest limiter, is this. We are currently not making steel fast enough. So these things are perfectly balanced. But we could double this output, giving me 120 steel per minute, which would balance better with the demands of 60 here and 30 for these. Because honestly, well, we need both, but I could then, at 120 made instead of 60 made, if I get one of these perfectly balanced and 2 of these. God, I wish I could get more. That's still not enough. Also, all of this is in a horrible location now for expansion. And the iron is coming from such a long way away. Oh my god, that's going to take forever to upgrade. So is the coal, honestly. Everything's coming from a long distance. That's why we need to go to trains and better systems. I think, honestly, we need more power anyways. Yeah, honestly, we could use some more power. Okay. Well, we are gonna need... Oh, you know what? I should probably build out here. Probably build another work equipment thingy over here, just so I don't have to go all the way back every time I want to build something that's in it. Give me a stack. Should have kept the stack. But that stuff crafts really fast, so I'm not worried about it. Alright. Step 1, get better power. Just step up our power just a little bit. Beautiful. Okay. So, portable miner. I don't have any left over, do I? No, it doesn't look like it. I picked up all the ones around the place, right? We've used all those now. I don't have any kicking around for funsies. Oh, I do have one kicking around for funsies. You know what? I so little care about copper ore. Go away. That's how little we care about copper ore at this point. Okay, so I found one miner. That's good. Cool. We now have 2. Now, I'm gonna want the better belts. These require steel beams. So, I don't honestly know how many we're gonna need. We should probably just run up to the coal area and see how many it's actually gonna cost. We're gonna need 10 package, 20 pipes, and... Oh. Alright, let's see here. Good enough. Trying to not use too many of these things. We can get away with it. Just because this stuff is expensive to craft, and we honestly aren't making it fast enough. That's why we're trying to do the upgrades. We're trying to speed it up. Okay. Good enough for now. Honestly, I think that's effectively 2 upgrades. Yeah, that's effectively 2 mines up to the new level. Now, we're gonna need... Well, you know, we'll come back for that once we figure out how much we're actually gonna need. Because I don't want to take too much, because it is demanding a lot of steel, which we're not producing fast enough currently. Hence the upgrades. When we're done, this will enhance the coal produced, which will be nice. Because we're trying to squeeze just a little bit more coal out of our current setup by theoretically doubling the coal produced in our current setups. That will give me a lot more mines while still fueling what we have for steel. That being said, we're gonna have a lot more iron left over when we do those mines. So maybe we won't need to rely on the iron coming in from such a far distance. Maybe we can just upgrade the mines locally and just siphon off 120 of that, which we then can split, which would be a whole lot closer and cheaper in terms of belts upgraded. We also need to fix this pipeline to be actually properly put together, because now we have the elevated pipes that stack and everything, so it can be less jank. Although this is functional, so, you know, good job me for doing that. We took a limited technologies and made it work. Okay, here we are. Now then. This is probably a bad idea to turn this off. Do you work? $240 per minute. There we go. Oh, we can overclock these now? Nice. Okay. That, there's gonna be a bit of gap in the fuel, but hopefully it's not too big of a gap. This thing's gonna be forever full. Yeah, it's literally not gonna be able to push it out fast enough until we do the upgrades. But this is a 240 node now. And we're about to take that to a 120. Do we really need to, though? Probably just leave that for now. Try to conserve on some of the power drain we're creating. $26. Alright, we're gonna need a lot. If that's 26... Another 27. We're already up to 52. Plus another 27. We're up to 78. That's 100 steel beams. $112. $120. 31. 34. 42. So 142 just to get this line up here. Okay. The coal is catching up to itself. Thankfully, we had more than enough in the various locations. And these are Mark 1s. So we're gonna need an absolute ton of faster belts here. In fact, I might be able to start doing this as we go. Yeah, why don't we just upgrade this as we run? We'll see how many we have left afterwards. These are the 120 belts, which is what's going to be supplied to it eventually. And we're out. Okay. Wow, we're going to need a lot. Oh, I can do this run, but not that run. Okay, well, now we're definitely out. But that's a lot cheaper. That's just regular iron, which we have lots of. So we'll get our 100 and... What did I leave off on? Oh, I don't remember now. We'll just go with 150. That should be more than enough. We'll grab 150 of the steel beams to do the coal up there. Up to the split. Then we'll just grab like a lot of the fancy steel plates because that's becoming one of our most common items anyways. We're gonna need it for a lot of other places, so I don't feel too bad about having a lot of it. Good, good. Everything stopped moving. That's what I like to see. Sort. Okay. That's 150 of those. That should be enough. Fancy plates are made over here. In this machine. Sort. Sort. Should be plenty. Get back out there and replace all of our belts with better belts. I don't know why I went this way. It would have been smarter to go a different way. Because we want to upgrade these belts. It would have been faster to actually be at them. God, I love this. Just every time I get in range, just boop. And faster. And faster. Yeah, I don't feel bad about having a lot of these, because we're going to use these a lot of places. We're upgrading most of the base to the 120 belts now, unless we have drilled down to the point where we're using only 60 in an area. Alright, that should be the whole run now, as 120. So now we just need to supply it properly. Because currently it's only being filled to half. God, it's actually hard to run against these belts. They're so fast. Oh my God. Trying to run against some of the more advanced belts. Not exactly advisable. I didn't grab enough? What? How's that even possible? Oh my God, we're so much faster on these belts though. Now the upside, we're actually putting more coal through these belts than is currently being demanded. So this is getting more than it can handle up here. Because this is getting half of it, but this is only taking a quarter. So there's an extra 25% that's just slamming into it here. And can't be used. So let's go get some more beams, because apparently I can't count. We needed another 26, and I have 5. Okay, interesting. I thought I counted better than that. So we left off at like the 50. Oh, hold on, my chat just died.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
There we go. And the voice lady's back. That's cool. Had to fix my view of chat because it died. You know, we have even faster belts. This is gonna be really cool. Actually, traveling by belt may not be a bad idea. It's now feeding 120 into... Or no, this is feeding... Yeah, 120 into 260s, but it's only demanding 30 apiece. So we got way more coal here than we need, but that's a good thing. Because we are going to double split that soon. Okay, there we go. Now I don't have too much excess, so we're only producing a little bit more. I'm trying to avoid producing too much until we get everything running properly, because the production speed is pretty abysmal, and the more machines I have running at a time, the worse it gets. Because our problem is just how much supply we have coming in and how long it takes to get stuff everywhere, and how many resources it takes to speed it up. So if there's anywhere I can skimp just a little bit in the now to gain a little bit more later, like if I just don't pick up as much right now, that means the machines don't have to work as hard to keep up. So when I grab a little bit of something else, there's enough supply resources to go around for everybody to actually make replenishment items to keep us at capacity. So I will eventually, when I'm using it, have everything that I need. Because if I'm not careful, I can very easily not have enough materials. And my view of the stream just keeps dying. It just died again. Is it my end or is it YouTube being shitty? I think it's just YouTube being shitty. Let me check. Make sure I'm not... Yeah, I'm not dropping any frames. We're at a steady frame rate. It's just YouTube being shitty. Looks like Streamlabs is having a little bit of issues too. Odd. Alright, hold on. Maybe if I... drop my quality on my view, because I don't need to see in great quality. I just need the chat to stay up. Maybe that'll help. Asking YouTube to give me less bandwidth maybe will help keep everything running. Oh, god damn it. Really wanted to stay on top of those pipes, because being over here sucks. Okay. Now, that whole thing should be running at the higher speed. Which means this should just stay at max. Alright. Obviously, it's not going to, because we are not using its entire production of 270 now. But now 270 is being sent up this line to our power plant area, and 120 of it's being siphoned off. Woo! To go fill steel. 60's being spread amongst these. Oh, I could overclock this? Ooh. I don't see the point when I could just build more. Although I guess if I had enough overclockers, I could just ramp up this to be 50% more. So it'd basically be adding 4 more power plants if I had enough boosters. That might be a way to do things. But I do not have enough boosters, so I think for now, we will do this a different way. I don't know if I have the supplies on me to place everything I'm going to want, but we're going to try. Also, we can make batteries now, so that's cool. Alright, turn this around, line this up. 1, 2... We're out of cable. Okay. Off we go. Need more cable. Yeah, traveling by belt once it's running, much faster. And we're back. Okay. Yeah, it'll be nice when I have the transit tubes everywhere. In fact, what do transit tubes cost? Because I do have those now. This is expensive. These are not. This is kind of pricey as well. 1 per. Oh, and why does my view keep dying? What is going on with YouTube today? It just keeps losing my view. So annoying. I can't see chat if you cut out on me, YouTube. Come on now. Not asking a lot here. Oh, damn it. Trying to close the damn thing. That'll do. Alright, let's get power situated. Do I just pick up? I am tempted to pick up a bunch of stuff and make tubes to get back and forth between power and here. These are actually really cheap. The stackable supports are really low cost. You know what? We might run some risks here. We keep that biofuel around for a reason. What's our actual power demand right now? What are we running at? Actuals. Actual consumption of about 250 was the highest peak I saw there. Okay. I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna get the other plants up and running. I should have enough for. I don't know why I came down here. I should go to a different belt to leave. Let's see, transportation. How much inventory do I have? I got a bunch. I only need 1 of these. Well, I need 2. So, oh, I just have the stuff on me. Alright, well that was easy enough. Where do I have a place to plug this in, though? Just put that there. And plug in there. Okay. This is now a thing. Alright, we're gonna need a bunch of tubes. And a bunch of rolled copper. Let's see. Steel pipes are over here. Oh, it's probably dumb to grab that right now, but what can you do? And then the rolled copper is over here. Hopefully that is enough. It's only one way to find out, and I can always double back. This can't be that big of a power drain. I say that, this is gonna be fucking expensive or some nonsense. Alright, hold on. Is there like a stackable? There is. Okay, that gets us over this stuff. Yeah, And that gets us down to normal ground level. Perfect. How's that look? It's a little off. Alright, we're gonna make this thing. That didn't work either. Good news is you get everything back when you build with this stuff, so I do like that about the game. Where if I can just experiment with this until I get it right. Does that look right? That still looks jank. Okay. Fine, since you want to be difficult. Oh, that goes outside too. Is that one's off. Oh, the one in the middle's wrong. That would explain a lot. This one's fucked up. There we go. And then we round the corner. Trying to angle anything in this is a pain. Oh, that's too tight of a turn. Alright. Do you mind, sir? I'm working here. Okay. That solves that problem. And now we know these go right here. To here. Yeah, it's gonna be much, much faster back and forth once I'm done. The first of our soon-to-be very, very many Aperture Science style transit systems. I want none of this to make any sense. I want there just to be tubes everywhere. Everywhere I go, tubes. Okay, this is where it's gonna get difficult. How do I make this corner? Alright, we're gonna dip there to make a corner. Please stand on the edge so I can see. There we go. It's a little jank there, but that's more a limitation of how I built the ramp than the actual anything else I'm doing here. The ramp does not work well with what we're trying to do. This one will work better. Because it is the style we had the other section in. And then we got another one of these tight ones, which are just unfortunate. I'm impressed how far they'll go. Without having any issues. Invalid shape. Oh, too close, maybe? Oh god, this is where it's gonna get real complicated. Alright, we're just gonna cut this corner entirely. Beautiful. Problem solved. And then wrap it up and around to make this platform useful. That'll work. Beautiful. Now it just needs an entrance. And some power. And we'll be good to go. Let's see, I should have a power line around here somewhere I can use. Okay, maybe not so much. We'll find one. I got power around here somewhere. It's a freaking power plant. It shouldn't be this hard to find power. There we go. And now when I want to go back and forth, I don't have to run anymore. We just take a very long tube. Oh my god, it's long. And we're here. Look at that. Beautiful. I love it. It's actually really, really nice for getting around. I don't like this side's as low as it is, but it's fine. Now, if I forget things, it isn't as big of a deal. I can get back quickly. And this is a long run that we're now zipping along in. Oh my, it gets a little slow going up. Going back is a lot faster than coming back up here. It gets you there, but you lose a lot of momentum. Climbing. And we're here. Okay, cool. Well, that was neat. Alright, what were we here to do again? Oh yeah, upgrades. Upgrading the power system. That's minor. We don't want that. We wanted a... Let's see, we're gonna... 2 more of these. Like so. Beautiful. This is kind of a pain with how this is designed right now. So yeah, I want to tear down this pipeline that we have for the water and replace it with a better one so that it's stackable, much like we have the stackable conveyors here. Now, let's see. So we're taking 120 out. We're splitting 120, so I only need 120 out of here. Because these only need 30 apiece. There. Bring that in line with this. Do that. That. How Mark 1 belts are so much faster and easier to work with. When that's all you need for a system, it's so much faster, and you know you just have the resources. There we go. So now our belt, our 240 belt, is being properly dumped out. It is feeding out as fast as it's going in. 120 and then 260s, giving me another 120. So we are properly feeding everything. Put those there. Put one out here for them to attach to. That shouldn't be in the way, I don't think. Actually, that might be slightly in the way. We'll go with right about here. There we go. Those should be accepting coal now. So that'll get backed up on coal, which is good. Obviously they're not on yet because we don't have water to go with it. But that's what we're going to do the new pipelines for. So let's get our pipes situated on our bar. Let's see, we are going to need 7, 8, 9, and 10. I hit the wrong buttons. There we go. Now this is gonna get a little dangerous because I'm about to unplug a bunch of this to rebuild it. Unless it'll let me stack above it. Which, honestly, it might just let me place through. Oh, I didn't want to come down here. Wait, do these stack? These can stack with the conveyors? Oh, that's insane. Okay, we're using that at some future stuff. Hey, Frey. I've just discovered I can stack conveyors and pipes. That's incredible, actually. That is huge. That's going to save an absolute ton of space in later builds. Doesn't really help me with this build, but it'll help me a lot with some later ones. Because that's probably one of the biggest issues I have right now, is where do I put these damn pipes? They are big, they take up a ton of space, they're not exactly easy to work with, and now I just can stack them. So basically, you have these stackable towers that I can do for conveyors. You see I've got like some empty ones up here, to the 2 layers of conveyor belts, and then I've got some empty layers. I can put a pipe support there for the pipes to run through along the same vertical line, so then I can stack more conveyors on top. And basically, if I wanted to, I could just alternate for this entire system. Unfortunately, with the way the math works out, that's just not going to be helpful. I'd rather them spread out with just how the math will work for this particular setup. Okay, this seems to split under the pump, so that's good. Alright, dangerous time. Okay, good. No, we want to just get rid of that one and the pipe. Do that. Beautiful. And then support and pipe. Oh, damn it. And then like so. Okay. That should be a lot cleaner, and then we can stack on that with less hassle now. Yeah, that looks a lot better with the actual stackable. We'll just ignore this one. The bottom one's always a little more jank. That's just a limitation of the stackables don't go low enough. Granted, that would make a walkway underneath, but we were building before we had stackables, so I didn't plan for them, so we're not going to redesign now. Because that would just be silly to try to redesign the whole damn thing now. Probably should have placed this first. Does allow me to get up here a lot easier too, which is nice. Certainly like that it's that much easier to get around. This is gonna clip weird. I think this is where we limit the stackables, because I just don't think we're gonna be able to do what I want to do at this point. Back it's just gonna be a little bit too much with the angles, because we were free placing the first layer. God, all right, these are a little annoying to climb. Not gonna lie. But hey, at least I have climbing points now. Better than it was. We gotta do this now before I run too much stuff on the system. Because once we get too much running, we are not gonna have enough power for all of this nonsense. Okay, that's about as good as we're gonna get for right now. We have some stackables that will help with the situation. We're trying to keep everything situated. Now, I'm gonna need some more pumps. We're gonna need 2 more of these. God, where do I put these things? Oh. They need to fuse together, so maybe I do something like this. We have you two look at each other. This is going to be a bit jank. Okay. Now I have it at the proper height. No, wrong. There you go. That one. Okay. And then we just need to run stuff out to here. Honestly, we'll probably just need to do one of these right about here. That honestly doesn't look that bad. I'll run power in a minute for this nonsense. Because right now I just gotta figure out where I'm putting everything. Might have to do some more jank ones just to make it work. Oh, that's not terrible. This one, this is a problem. This climbs too much. Okay. Where do I have a stack? My next stack is here. Can I run from this to this without having too much of a conflict? That doesn't look terrible. We'll call that good. Where's my next stack? There you are. Okay. Another one there. Another one there. Another one here. Oh, the next one's way down there. Okay, this is the part where we're gonna have to get creative, so we'll just leave that for now. Let's run and back and get all of it up here, and then we'll get the creative section done. Oh, didn't mean to fall. That's fine. Just Still the old-fashioned way. Because we're also going to have to figure out pumps. So we're going to need to get water going. God damn it. They're way more difficult to climb on than the conveyors. Alright, yeah, we'll go like this so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Up. Here we go. Alright, that's gonna set a new curve for the rest of the pipes, but it should clean up some of the mess. Okay, now for the creative bits. Because this is where we don't have existing anchors to stack on. Honestly, this one's pretty well aligned, so this actually might be a whole lot easier to do than the second one was. Yeah, that worked a lot better than the one below it ended up going. There it is. Only reason we do this on the end is so that it turns properly. It's not really necessary that it be a junction piece at the very end of it, but it doesn't want to cooperate a lot of the time with the angles if you don't give it a hard point to clip into. And there we go. Water now flows all the way up here. Now we need to figure out how many pumps it's going to take to push the water all the way up here to these. Because these are now backlogged with coal. So they are running at capacity as soon as I turn them on. So let's go get the water going. And then we will see... Yes, cuts it a little tight. That's fine. That creates new anchor points. The future ones will follow. Because this has all stackables the whole way. So this is the new points. Also, with the way the water's going to end up stacking out, this is going to be a lot more useful in the long run, too. Because these are on the shoreline, this kind of makes a central point. Okay, we have power. These are now pumping water. It's getting water. This one's good. We're just looking for where the pipe segment no longer has water. This is a little on the low side, but it is rising. Yes, we're good. This one has nothing. This seems to be the upper limit. Oh, nope, it's starting to get water now. The back just had to fill. We just have to fill these pipes with water. We're getting there. Okay. How about further up? Yep, that's now full. How about this segment? This segment also has water. This segment currently does not, but this does. Okay, this seems to be the limit point. I just fell and can't see. Why does it look like it's not going all the way? It's not connected properly up here? No, this connects. Okay. I had to check because I had that problem before. Come on, pump. Do your job. Do I need to back you up? Alright. He needs more. He needs to be farther back. There we go. Now he's running. Okay, we're pumping water again. See how far up we get here. This is actually filling really nicely. This one's getting water. That's good. Because this is horizontal, so once it's up here, once we've gotten the lift pressure up to this height, we're good. Because if this fills all the way, that means everything downstream will be set. Because it only goes downhill past this point, so this is our height. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, little pumps. Come on, 71.7, let's go. We're at max flow rate. I think we're good. Those towers are on. This is hitting, yep, there's cap. This pipe, the highest point in the pipe system, is now at full. Which means the entire pipe system is full. Well, it's gotta flow, obviously. And it's being consumed. It's filling up slowly. It's just the fact that it's burning it off as fast as as it comes in. But it is filling, so these are now running, which gives us a capacity of 900 megawatts. Whew. Which is well above our consumption again. What we wanted to see. We're getting a little dangerously close to our consumption, our max consumption reaching our old max capacity. Because we're looking at we're at 600 and we're getting pretty close to 600. But now we've got an extra 300 megawatts to work with, so it's a little more safe. Burning a lot of coal here. But hey, that's what we do. It's a factory game. Okay. Now, let's go get that steel production up and running better. Back to base. Okay, that's super cool that I can just leap into this and I'm back. Oh, it's so good. And I'm really cruising. You can see the shockwave around me because I went downhill for that first bit. I am moving right now. Means we're gonna put the transit hub elevated. Like, we're gonna have a center point where we hang out in the new base, and we're gonna go in a tube to go up to the top floor for the transit hub, so that every tube starts with a drop to give it speed, so we can just take off. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, cool. You do have some control over yourself in these, so that's good. In case you accidentally get yourself stuck in one. You can turn around. So yeah, let's get so the coal's now coming in plenty fast. Our limiting factor is now iron is not coming in fast enough for us to double our production here. So, let's go fix our iron problem. Do we have the resources on me for a better miner? I need some of the encased doodads, which should be right in here. Beautiful. That's our Mark II miner taken care of, because the other miner we'll get from picking up the existing one. The belts we're going to use are 120 belts, so we have a bunch of those. Well, maybe we should pick up a few more. This is a very long run we're about to make. We're not going to set up a tube for this one. I just don't see the point. Just not really a need for it. Because we won't make this trek very often. What are you short on? Why are you not running faster? Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably it's the demand over here is what's killing it. No, we made these. Why are you making... You're just slow, I guess. Huh, you're being supplied properly, so I don't know what else to do for you. I can't give you screws faster than I'm giving you. Because your neighbor needs them too. And he takes 100, so... Yeah, that's all y'all are getting. Although it is 270 they can move. 160... be 190 if I boosted it. Yeah, now it's 90 per minute that it wants. What belt is this? That's a Mark 1. That's not fast enough. Mark 2. Because I can do 120 per minute. It wants 90. The other belt is a Mark 1, which can do 60, and it only wants 45, so it's keeping up. That did increase us to 7.5 per minute, which is faster. And it's not like we're using it anywhere else. Might as well use that, slug somewhere. Alright, let's go get our iron up and running. For better steel, because I can't overclock my steel. We straight up aren't getting enough resources for it, so we're gonna go enhance that. So, let's get running. Boy, is this a long run. You know what? You know, it might not be a... Oh, you know, I don't have it here anymore. I was gonna say, we could grab some... What does it cost? 200 screws? I am tempted. There is a car. There's a little buggy in this game. And right now, with the amount of running around I'm gonna have to do for this one, this may not be a bad idea. So I can put those down. I know we moved all this to the other side of the world, but I suddenly want it here. I like that it's way over there, but I need one here. $10 tickets. Where does it come out? Or do I have to build it? I bought it. I don't understand where it goes. Oh, is it made in like made in this thing? Over here, maybe? Maybe I don't make it in my pocket, I make it over here. Yeah, there we go. That's better, alright. And then you can go in there, because I don't need you on me. There we go. We got a little smart car. So it's very zippy. We just need to get off the ramps. It has issues with these ramps. They're a little steep for it. There we go. Uh-oh. That could have been bad. Yep, this is certainly faster. It's got autopilot too. That's pretty cool. Oh, we could set this thing to drive us back and forth. I might do that. So we have tubes for one of them, and we have got a little go-kart for the other. Oh god, is it dangerous though? Yeah, because like right there is that's sketch. These were not well designed for this. Uh-oh. We're good. Oh, I don't want to... I get it back, right? Yeah, okay. It goes into my inventory if I pick it up. Oh, it's got a little inventory. That's cool. You can put one thing in it. Or one stack of things, really. Oh my god, it's so zippy left and right. Like, its turn is so fast. Oh, oh no. Okay, we're good. We're good. Whee! Oh no. Come on, little car. Alright, we're here. Little car did its job. I am a fan. I like the little car. We're keeping that. That is now in our pocket when we need to get around. I like that. Oh, we got some miners out here. Does that work? On a platform? That's weird. I didn't put this one in. This was done. Somebody else. My friend helped me put put this one down. We were out here exploring, and he found it, so he just threw down the stuff. All right, give me all of that. I need a Mark II. Oh, look at that. It does work. That's cool. Now, is it smart? No, it's not got power. Now the question... Alright. Will it feed to the belts, or is it not connected? Well, only one way to find out, and that's to start replacing them. No, it's snapping. Okay. Mark II. Just try to get this out of my inventory. Okay. My inventory is empty. That is now running at 120. Now we gotta replace all the belts with 120 belts. At least this is a lot faster. Look at that, we're cruising along. Also cruising through these materials rapid pace, but you know. so many materials on these belts. Now we got back here really fast. Alright, now we get into the annoying bits. Where I'm gonna go a little bit slower because I had to get a little creative with my placement to make things work. There's a lot more segments here. Oh, I fell. And there we go. Okay, now we just have one problem. This is set up for one machine, or one set of machines, and we are now feeding it the supplies for 2. So, we're gonna have to expand. Let's see. You want 60. You produce 30. So you two together can feed that. The other one can feed this. And then I just have to move the pipes over into there. Because actually, we can get more than one. You only want 30. And you each produce 30. So I could get another producer here. Completely section these two off into this. Okay. Dismantle a whole bunch of things. Cool. So now we're gonna do, I'm gonna need, let's see here, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't really use lifts. Not really necessary for how we run things right now. That'll be more important when we get into the big stack factories. Okay, there's that. Iron and coal up to here. Now you each want 30 of these, so you can take half, and then it'll get split again. You only want 30, so we can use 60 belts here, save some cost. Probably could have left these in place in hindsight, but whatever. Okay, those now properly feed into here. Now on this side, this is no longer necessary. We could use a merger. Yeah, right here. Because you want 60. You each produce 30. Fine, I'll clean out my inventory later. Alright, you are now receiving your 60 permanently. Now, I can get another one of these down. So that's another constructor. Right here. Because that's going to produce more steel pipes. You are going to need a merger. Oh, I don't know if we're going to have room for this. This is going to be really tight. Well, I mean, it'll work. Oh god, it's super tight. I don't like that, but not much I can do about it now. Okay. So these are going to make the pipes, because they produce at 20 per minute, which these belts can handle. Honestly, I didn't even need a Mark II down there, but I can't change it now. Because that's only 40. Getting in there is not worth the effort to replace it for the one plate that I used that I didn't need to. Here, take these. Don't need those ingots. Now, we're gonna need another 2 of these. Trying to figure out where I'm gonna put them. Because they're a little bit on the big side. If I'm honest. I might do 2 over here and then hop them over the, Oh, I don't have enough frames. That's not something I'm usually out of. Granted, we don't use a whole lot of them in general, so I guess that's why I'm never out of them. Because we don't use that many. There we go. Keep demand down on those for production when I can. Yeah, I'm thinking I just put the other steel here and then hop over and plug in. That might be the easiest way to pull this off. Because I don't think we have room here. Yeah, not quite. We built that a little too close to fit one in. Oh, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to build a bit of foundation. There we go. We're gonna need a power tower. I can sneak one in over here as well. Run this back over this way, and we're just gonna go ahead and slap that down right here. Because that should have 3. Yep, cool. Boom. Power. Now you are going to need a... Well, you guys produce at what, 30? Oh, wait, I dialed that back. I forgot. So these are actually 45s. These have been scaled back. Although that just makes the math so much easier. No, we're just gonna dial these back to 30s. What was that number I had on these? Because, honestly, 45 just doesn't divide well. Not when all the belts are on multiples of 30, for the most part. Like, everything's sets of 30s, and then you've got these things making it 45, just making the math wrong. I hate it. Lots of 6s. Got it. Yeah, you can just produce some. Get that nonsense out of my inventory. So combined, they're making 60. So we can merge. And hop over. How do I want to do this? So then I have to split. You know what? It might just be easier to do. Rather than merge and then split, we will just do that. Beautiful. Alright. Then these are now, so it's 120 in, 60 out here, splitting down to the 30s. Which means we need a set of merges, or splitters over here. Oh, that one goes backwards. I forgot it does that. There we go. Or actually, I want them closer. I want them in line with the other ones. Why is that off? Oh, these aren't lined up, are they? Because this is perfectly even, isn't it? Yeah, hold on. We're gonna move these. I don't like that these aren't even. That's better. There. And there we go. 60 coal and 60 iron per second will now be transported over to here, split into 30 and 30 to run the foundries to make our steel at 30 per second, or per minute, which is exactly the demand of the machines that they fill. These then fuse together to make 60 to feed that one, which keeps us perfectly balanced at all times on the steel. And we've effectively doubled our total steel bars made, which basically just balances out the machinery, but still. We are now making steel properly. It'll take a while for these to chew through and clog up. Mostly because they just got to get their steel bars up to here. Because these are already... like, that's already got some in it. This one needs to produce some more steel pipes. Actually, we're gonna cheese it a little bit. There you go. Now you don't need to make as many to back up. I don't need to have all them pipes on me anymore. Cool. So yeah, these are backed up. The steel bars will now back up into the machines till they're full. That'll back up the lines. Once those are backed up, the conveyors for the ore will stop moving and will be golden. So that's steel ramped up to a much more productive quantity. I like these numbers a lot better than we had before. Alright. That's that. Now, concrete. Concrete's a problem. We are currently running 260s. We could be running two 120s. So that's a 240 we have. These want 40 usually. But we could dial these back to 30s, which would make the math a whole lot easier. The only reason we're running at 40 is because it meets our current output with 3 pretty well. But we could dial back to 30. Then at 240... we get 8 of these running. At 10 concrete per minute, that's 80 per minute. Compared to our current production, it did not take. So that's 80, or we could do the 240 divided by the 40, only give us 6. But that's 6. So it's slightly more. It would work out to be about the same, honestly. We could either do 6 of these machines at 40, or we could do 8 of them at 30, and we'd get about 80 per minute. Either way, it's about double what we currently have, concrete-wise. And boy, do we need a lot of concrete. I mean, I say that we have a lot of concrete. Oh, I fell. Why can't I crouch? I can't crouch for some reason. That's odd. Oh, there we go. Alright. I don't know what was stopping me, but I fixed it. Anyway, yeah, we've got a lot, but we could also use a lot more. Especially with the steel production being ramped up and the amount of demand we're about to put on steel and concrete for a bunch of our stuff. Why are we making so much more? All these things are full, or are they just backing up? Oh, they're just backing up. Okay. It does raise the question, where would we put, you know, all these extra processors with our current setup? And how would we get it all here? We'd only really need the 240 at the fusion point, and then it would split back out. So they only need 30. We'd have 8. The 120 would come out. That'd split into 2. That would then split again. That would reach in. Yeah, we'd have to find a whole new area for this, just for the conveyors. I think we could probably do that. Just build a new area just for the concrete. Redesign some of this pathing too while we're at it. Let's see, where can we build a better concrete processing plant? We just need room. If it's making 10, that'd be 80 per... So Mark II belts would be enough. It could all fuse together into a Mark II. And cruise around at 80. And we do 80 into here, 80 into here. Because these are already Mark IIs, right? Yeah, these are already Mark II, so they're already running at 120. So really, we just need to produce the 80 and bring them together. Okay. Not a foundry, I want the constructor on that button now. God, where do I put this? This is all take... Because how do I move all of this concrete is the big problem. Okay. We're gonna do this. Because we're currently not in high demand of it on the machinery. So we're going to take this opportunity to simply move all of it. Oh, I'm gonna have so much concrete in my pockets when I'm done. Okay. That's dealt with. We are going to want a better storage system for concrete. I didn't mean to pick that up. How much does this hold? That holds a lot. That's double. Okay, so that's both of those combined. How did he do this? I played this with someone else, and he did a thing with these. That made him make sense. I guess he went 3 tall was the way to do it. I don't think we need quite that much. Maybe a regular one on top. You know what we could do? We put a regular one here, in the direction we want it to go. Then we put a big boy on top with the opposite orientation. Then we put another small one on top of that, based on the way we want it to go. This is all for concrete. All of that for concrete. And then what we're gonna do is we'll do logistics. Yeah, it's expensive, but it might honestly be worth it. What? Why'd that turn? Okay. I hope those are working as intended. Hold on. Starting to wonder if you place, like, the bottom first. Yeah, it looks like. Okay. Right now, we just need Mark 1 belts. Plenty. But the internals are very, very fast now, so we don't have to think about it ever. It just works. Okay. We're gonna need more plates. Let's go get those. I don't know why I keep cutting through. Cutting through is a bad idea. Go up the middle where everything's clear. You'd think I'd remember where all the clear paths are, considering I built this place, but, you know, I don't. Because I'm dumb. Oh my god, we are not producing these fast enough for our demand. The speed of the machine is what's limiting us there. That is the wrong belt. That's better. Okay. That will now empty those into there without me having to run back and forth a whole bunch. It'll take some time, but it'll speed it up a little bit for me while I get all the rest of this set up. Yeah, I'm gonna have enough problems with storage as it is. I don't need all of this having to go through. Oh yeah, that's super fast. I love it. Once it's in here, it's so much faster. Leftovers from the old belt. Okay. So this is our 270, or no, our 120 belt, which needs to now be a faster belt. I might turn these around, honestly. That might be a good idea to just have these run at the lower tier. God, we're gonna need so much. Okay. Y'all just hang out. Oh, no. Alright. We need 8 of these. Somewhere. And then they need to dump in there. Might be a little tight, and we'd have to double back, but I can make it work. Alright, 4 would go there. That clips. That doesn't. That one's off from the rest. I hate it. There we go. All this for concrete. Good lord. Okay. We're gonna need a splitter. At each of these. How are these not lined up? Okay, there we go. Let me up on top of this. Ah! Okay. Probably be better to start over here. So these need minimal sets of concrete. They're all gonna need 30. So, 240 comes in. We drop off 30. Well, 60. Another... That'd still be more than 60. So we'll go faster belt to here. So that's a quarter. Half. So now we're down to 60 total. No, wait. We have 220. That's 240. 60. Alright, yeah, so half. So we need the faster belt here. Now we're at the halfway point. Now we can go... We're only sending out... Now we send forward 120 to drop off 60, 60. Those are already done. So this one actually needs to be a Mark III. Because it's still more than what the Mark II can handle. Since we'll be over 120. We won't be down to 120 until we hit this one. So I put that last factory in, and then I get the rocks over here and merge them, and then we just gotta upgrade them to... Because we want to minimize how much of that we have. Because it's freaking expensive. Boom, there we go. Now we just need to bring the 120 lines and plug them into this. That'll spit it out and send it where it needs to go. That's no longer doing anything, so give me that. We're gonna figure out where power is coming from here. What am I? Oh, I'm out of... I ran out of wire. I haven't had that happen in a while. Guess we've been using a lot more of it than I thought. We definitely need a better way to get around the base than my current situation of jumping on belts and running across the tops of machines. This is not optimal. Okay. You get plugged into you. And you go to you and you. You and you. You then plug in these two machines and connect to your neighbor, who connects into these last two machines, and that's it. And then I just gotta plug in one side of these whenever I figure out how we're doing that. What are you plugged into? Oh, you run that too. There we go. And yeah, you still have an open line because you are not connected yet to your other half. Because I just haven't gotten there yet. Okay. So we are going to need another miner. Actually, we're going to need 2. Beautiful. Because we got to go build one for the other thing, too. Mark II miners. Do I have everything? I do not have enough frames. Do I have enough for 2? I need 5 more encased and a bunch of frames. I still don't have a place for all this to go, but it's because we're currently busy moving all the other stuff. Alright, that'll work. Let's take a stack. I need to come over here to the encase, which should be this bucket. That'll help reduce how many I ask from it, especially considering I'm in the middle of working on part of its resources. Alright, it's a 120 mine, so let's get 120 belts coming out of it. Excellent. Then this needs power. I don't know where it was getting power from before, unfortunately. Clearly wasn't this. Where were you getting power from? I have no idea what was powering this. Probably should have paid attention to that before I unplugged it. Alright, that's how we're powering it now. If I ever figure out what it was, I'll have an extra power plug, I guess. Oh, I can actually unload these into the machines, can't I? Take this crap out of my inventory, thank you. You end up with so much garbage on you trying to build like this. When this is done, it's going to be amazing. Alright. Now... we no longer need that. We made our run here. So we just need to do that. And then we run back along our belt, upgrading it as we go. There we go. Honestly, we just shut that down. Pick this up. Mark II. Plop. Okay, cool. And then our power cable was weird. There it is. Plug you in. Mark II. 120 with 120 belt. Those that compress up into a 240 on a 270 compatible belt, so we got plenty of room. Look at that beautiful speed. It'll go even faster once the main wave hits, which is approaching. Double check I didn't miss any around this corner. Yeah, we good. Where does the block start? Oh, there's a hole. All right, so after the hole, we'll hit the big block. That's when things here will be running at full. Not that it's going anywhere just yet, but hey, we'll deal with that in a minute. Right now we're still trying to empty out this mess. Oh my god, there's so many. So much. So much concrete to move. I think I might have sped this along significantly with that pickup, though. How much is left? There we go. That's the last of it. Alright, perfect. A little bit for me, for crafting, for doing things. The rest goes in there. This is now empty belts. Beautiful. Gonna tear this down. This is no longer needed. Beautiful. Okay, now we just got to get all of this consolidated and shoved up there. First of all, we're going to need another one of these. What are you grumpy about? Would line up perfectly with the rest of them. Yeah, you're a little grumpy about clipping in the box. It's fine. You now make concrete as well. Oh, I see. I placed this one a little too tight on the power cable. It's fine. I don't have any more rocks on me. That's good. Alright. And we are now feeding two 120s to a 240 to spread out to all of these machines. All of these should be adequately piled into eventually. We just got to give it time for them all to get the resources they need stockpiled. And we'll even help out. We'll just go like this. So there's less these front ones need to make. There we go. So they'll stop crafting now, and it'll just back up in the machines. They just gotta fill with rocks now. And as these fill, those will start filling more. Once they're all filled, this will be good to go. We're just going to let that completely fill up before we plug it into this system. But in the meantime, let's get all the mergers in that we're going to need, because, man, are we going to need a lot of them. Because we've got, what? This is... Oh, these are also running too fast as well. I forgot to limit these to 30s. Because that's the only way this math works. Otherwise, the back machines will not be fed properly and we won't get our 80 per minute that we want. We'll get less than that because it won't be optimized. Because not all the machines will be running properly. Oh, you can already see the belt's got more on them. These are demanding less. Okay. So we've got 30, 30 and 30 is 60. That is a Mark 1 belt set we can do here. But then we will go into another 30, so we need the 120s for the fusion there, and then we'll do... Yes, it's so that's 240 when we're done. Or no, we only make 15. Wait. This one not take? Oh, it hasn't updated because it was done crafting. No. My math is totally wrong. 40 and 40. So all of these can be Mark 1 belts, and then we go to a Mark 2 belt to go up there. So we want a merger here. Right around... Up here is probably good. Like so. With Mark II output. Too steep. Alright. It's a splitter, I want a merger. How about there? Can that make it? Still too steep. I can go to there. Okay, hold on. And then put this right around here. I wish I could, like, more fine-tune turn this damn thing. Okay, there we go. Now we just gotta figure out how to get to it. Oh god, we're gonna have to move our pipe here, aren't we? Alright, hold on. Hypertube. To here. With a hypertube entrance on it. Then I'm gonna... Where'd that power cable go? There we go. Okay. That gives us more clearance. I hate that that's like that. That's better. All these Mark 1 belts. Alright, we'll connect the last bits in a moment. Let's get the other side done. We're gonna have to be a little creative here. There it is. 1, 2. Go in there. Go here. Go there. Go there. Perfect. We're now making 80 per minute of concrete. And all of this should be well optimized timing-wise. Might speed this belt up. You know, we're gonna speed that belt up. We'll take that one to a Mark II. It's not gonna get any more throughput, but it's gonna move the rocks faster. It just helps get the overflow through faster. There we go. Hundreds of concrete. Just piling in. This is going to take forever to fill up, but we should not have a concrete problem ever again. That is a ton of concrete. Not bad. I want to upgrade even more. We gotta get all the mines upgraded to tier 2s and all their belts optimized for that. Does mean we're gonna have to build quite a bit bigger, but this was mostly enhancing our current demand needs. Because now we're probably gonna build a new factory that's bigger and more, just better designed, honestly. Because this is a tangled mess of just, where can I put stuff? But now I have the resources to do so. So it's going to be much, much easier to do all of the crazy building we're going to need to do. Now that everything's in place. I'm going to have a ton of concrete. We got steel for days. I do have a transit system to go check on power when I need to. Why do we only have a capacity of 600? What's broken? Something's wrong. We should have a capacity of 900. Why aren't some of these working? I don't see smoke yet. I don't like that. I'm going to hope that I don't see smoke because I was just out of render range and not because some of these are off, because we perfectly measured this nonsense and I'm going to be annoyed if it's not working. Oh, god damn it. No, 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 no. Go the other way. Okay. We gotta be careful with that thing. Why do we not have enough power? Why aren't you working? What don't you have? Why is there no water? Clearly water's the problem. But why? Okay. Here we are. I don't have any rotors on me. Shit. Should build one of these over to the research base. God, that's gonna be expensive to build. And I have a ton of random garbage on me. And I don't have power over there, so I gotta run a power cable so I can come back. Okay. Need rotors. Rotors are made over here. Perfect. Plenty. Alright, let's get back out there. Fix our water problem. We had this all measured well. I don't know what happened, but I guess one pump was not enough for the demand. So we will add another one. In fact, maybe we'll add 2. This fast travel method's amazing, though, for getting around. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I put one of these into the research base and run a really long extension cord. Just so I can get back and forth faster. Okay. So we know water is making it most of the way. God damn it. These things are a pain in the ass to climb. Why are you not working? Okay, that one lies to me that it would work. Why are you not working? Do I need one here? Like right after it? Is it just that steep of an angle? Alright, the meter's moving at least. Is this thing just not getting enough? Do I need one back here? Okay, that increases pressure here. Now this is running better. Can I get rid of this one? Okay, we got more pressure here. We're building pressure here. I got smoke coming out of the smokestacks. We're recovering. There's a lot of pipe to fill, so it's going to take a minute, but we're getting there. There we go. All right. These back two are starting to get some water. Not much, though. Only 35 per minute is making it right now. And they need 45. I mean, they need another pump higher up. Just get the flow rate up. Because this is a 300, and I just shoved 300 into a lateral. Alright, that should be plenty of flow rate now. Because that's going to increase to 300 as the water fills everything. Alright, yeah, there we go. We've exceeded demand. Demand's 45, we're giving it 60. 70. And climbing. Okay. We have recovered the power. Back to where it should be. It's consuming a bit more power to keep it running, but I think it's still a net positive by a lot. Yeah, we're up to 652 with all the things we've done so far today, but now we're back to producing 900 like we need to be. Beautiful. Look at all that wonderful black smoke. Just what we like to see in our factory worlds. Alright, let's head back to base. Super fast and zippy. Alright. Beautiful. Now, what would it cost me to build all the way back? Nope. Shit. Wait. Is it plugged into something? This power network's getting out of hand. All of y'all are on, right? Yeah, you're on. I think. Power network's a little out of hand. It's hard to tell what is and isn't working. Alright. Now, we have a load of stuff in my inventory I probably don't need. For what we're about to do. So we're gonna put a bunch of stuff down. And any excess that we can't put down into the buildings that make them are going to get tossed in the awesome sink. Because I just can't be bothered to carry them when I'm going on a crazy build. Yeah, all them plates, probably just get rid of. They're super easy to get more of. This thing is literally making them faster than I can consume them. Now the steel beams, on the other hand, do I actually need those? No, nothing I'm about to create uses steel beams raw. I don't seem to have anywhere to put them down anyways. Okay. Well, those are expensive, so those we'll probably actually keep. Alright, let's clean out our inventory. And then we'll pick up a whole lot of stuff that we're gonna need. And we'll build one more crazy thing today. Oh, those... Oh, hold on. We actually need those. Never mind. I'm dumb. We actually need those for the supports. And a bunch of concrete. Luckily, we got lots of concrete now. Alright, let's get some copper plates, roll thingies. And I think that'll be everything except some more wire we're gonna need, and we're on our way. Do we need any of this? It's only 3 a tower. Should have plenty. But just to be safe, we'll grab full stack. And we're gonna need more tubes. Basic tubes. Iron tubes are over here in abundance. Okay, and with that, we're ready to go on our adventure. Sort out my inventory. 3, 4, 5, 6. Already got power cables, so that's literally everything we need. Oh, that's gonna have a ton of speed. We're gonna get back to the research lab in seconds with that. That's gonna have so much oomph behind it. It's gonna be ridiculous. Grab you. Way out there. It's gonna be really nice when I don't have to make this run every time anymore. That kind of clips with the ground a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah, a little too much for my liking. So much stuff used instantly. Yeah, it's safe. Just put the electrical wire in the water. Nothing can go wrong there. We're just gonna go past Blue Boy here. Move that up there. Just need to make sure to get past him fast enough that he can't keep up. We'll have to rebuild this at some point to make room for the train, but right now, it's going to serve its purpose. And I'm gonna have to get creative here to get around these without pissing them off. Like I said, very long extension cord and a very long scenic route through the various terrain bits that we have to cross here. 'Cause this is the only path I know. And I don't exactly have a jetpack to go exploring for a better path. Nope, fell. Honestly, it kind of fits the intended aesthetic of Aperture Science tubes everywhere. Pathing is kind of jank, kind of thing. I don't like how this one clips. It's winding, it's longer than it needs to be. It's excessive in multiple ways. Perfectly on brand for what we're going for here. There's our tower. Our destination is in sight. Honestly, we probably could have seen it from the base, but with how freaking tall it is. It does go to orbit and all. I'm more impressed we had the materials to do this than anything else. Alright, we're gonna have to get a little creative here. This is outside of the view range. Beautiful. Look at this. Alright, we're gonna do that just because I don't want it to clip any more than it absolutely has to. We're gonna use these mushroom tower things to snake our way over there. Super long extension cord to make this work. Alright, now the entrance is over here somewhere. Careful we don't clip too much. I want it to look good as you fly along. Okay. That's the part where I can actually run up to the grid and snap us in. Just a tiny bit of clipping there. That one's actually not that bad. Oh, I actually ran out of materials. Okay. Well, the good news, I have enough for an entrance. What am I out of? Looks like steel tubes mostly. Alright, well, let's head on back and get what we're missing. This is actually really cool. Just zipping through the terrain. I don't have to worry about any of the monsters anymore. My very sprawling base is now connected. It's not perfectly connected. I'm gonna finish it here in a moment. I want to be able to go from the hub to my processing center and back. And with a quick change of pipe networks, I can head over to the power system. Look at that. Look how much faster that is. I don't have to think about any of the things along the way. I just sit in this tube and wait. The climb at the end's gonna kind of suck a little bit, because it's so steep, but it makes launching out of here so much faster. Oh, right as it really starts to slow down, I get here. Beautiful. Alright, let's go pick up some more plates. I really shouldn't be in this area. This is bad. Let's see. Tubes are... Here they are. Beautiful. You know what? Give me another stack just to be sure. I don't want to have to come all the way back just for these again. Next time I come back, I want to be unloading my inventory, loading up supplies for the research, so we can zip on back and do research. Okay, hopefully that is enough supplies to finish the run. Alright, now let's see how fast we go with our new system. Going back out there. Oh my god, this is so fast! That drop is well worth doing. Look at that speed! We are just rocketing right now. I've become a comet. I love it. Oh, you just keep picking up speed too. This is insanely fast. Just immediately to top speed, and it just doesn't slow down in this direction. This is the excessive rapid transit system we're looking for. Now I just need to be zipping past a whole lot of other tubes going in other directions as we do this. Zipping all around the base. And we're back. Alright. That was easy enough. Back to the processing center in record time. It's certainly going to make coming out here to work on things a whole lot easier. If I don't have to actually worry about the travel time to go get stuff anymore. It's just hop in the tubes and off you go. Okay, and then entrance. Cool, let's go get the power. right about there. And then one that runs right up to the base. And right now just plugs right into that, because might as well. Okay. Well, let's head back, unload, and bring back precisely what we need. Although I could probably do some of it right now. That's all we can do there. We need some motors, some more encased, and to unload all of this. Oh, this whole area is going to be so cool when I'm done. Such a large build area. We're going to build a nice place. And it's just going to be so much faster to get around with the tubes now that they're unlocked and I've got the resources to be building them like this. Oh, so nice to just go places and not worry. Eventually all these power cables will be replaced with train lines, because trains convey power along their tracks. So when we get the train lines running, we can use those instead of giant extension cords. So we can have our off-site power systems and have the power run by the trains that are bringing us cargo. Oh, there's a slug over there. He's surrounded by a lot of hostile shit, so he's gonna be a bit before I can get him. Because that's a lot of hostile plants that I don't have the explosives for. And up. Beautiful. So nice. Alright, I'll figure out my inventory later. Right now, let's just get the items we need. Ugh, I just looked at how much random garbage I have on me. Alright, cool. That done. Motors, 50. Okay, we're done. Now, I need a lot of you. So since we're here, we're gonna set up this to start processing. So while we're playing and while I've got this running offline, I don't have to think about it. I know it is making what we need. So you stack 50 at a time. So that's... How many stacks? 50 stacks. You hold 24. Okay. A big one would hold 48. Oh god, we're gonna need a lot of these things. These are just cheaper. Alright, come here. We're gonna do it this way. Okay. So that's 48. Away. Okay, That's 50. Actually, we need one less because I'll have the 50 in here. So... boom. Sort me. Okay. So that's my 49. 50 is in there. Mark 1 belts will be fine. Go up there. Again, Mark 1s will be fine. There we go. Okay, that's now running. And they're stacking. So beautiful. Alright. That'll make what we need up in the top right there. Make these things. The other two I can't make just yet. They require research and more buildings. So let's go send off the spaceship for those buildings. Because we have the materials to do that, do the research in our queue right now for oil. Interesting hole in the production there. Whatever, we're not gonna worry about it. I'm asking a lot of my machinery right now. One thing I do want to check, power. We're still at 900, we're still good. Alright, so that fixed that. Let's head back. I still plan on building, like, a building around the space elevator. That's why it's centered in the new build site. I kind of want to build, like, a big structure around it to house it. With, like, a domed roof that's open at the top, just big enough for the building to work inside of, basically. Because I think that'll look real cool. If the space elevator isn't just a giant claw, it's like an actual structure. It'd be so nice to be coming up on this place right now and just see this huge factory building just sitting there that we're flying at ridiculous speeds. That's the end goal, is to this be a giant factory that we're rolling up on. Well, it's all gonna be storage. I want to build the factory bits off-site and have it all brought in. And we're here. God, that was fast. Oh, I love it. Okay.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery. Caution. This is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
Well, there we go. Spaceship is off. That'll be back in 10 minutes. So we're not going to stick around for that. That was our unlock. So we now have oil production done, which is nice. So we've got all of this stuff we can make now. We've got some new products we can pick up. So yeah, next goal is to actually set up oil, because oil is needed for, well, everything else, because it requires plastics and other oil-based materials. So yeah, it's time to set up the oil rigs. We have a couple out and about that we know of, so that'll be pretty easy to do. But for now, here at our new research base, research and soon-to-be storage base, I have to build all that. I think that's where we're gonna wrap up for tonight. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it for tonight. Next time, we'll work on some oil. I'll probably let this run for another extended period of time just to get the backlog of materials for construction and all that fun stuff. But, yeah, and tomorrow is Stardew weekend. Stardew Saturday and Sunday, so that'll be fun. I'll get those rooms up here shortly. And, yeah, we'll do Stardew. And I might intermix this with some other stuff next week, rather than just do the whole week with it again. But we'll see what I come up with, and what I'm in the mood for playing. But for now, that's gonna be all. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Bye!